Yeah. TNT, TNT, back to the heat. TNT, in the YouTube street, like YouTube street. TNT, we know it all and we got a heat at TNT. We bout to ball and we got a heat at TNT. But if you know TNT, you gotta know TNT. But if you know TNT, you gotta know TNT. We know it all and we got a heat at TNT. We bout to ball and we got a heat at TNT. But if you know TNT, you gotta know TNT. But if you know TNT, you gotta know TNT. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Know where we be in the YouTube streets. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Y'all, I can't say I don't understand this place, but I want to say I don't understand it. It's just the best thing to say, but I understand it. It say the U.S. to welcome up to 100,000 Ukrainians fleeing war. And we're going to send them $1 billion. Huh? I am not against them helping like that in that part. But that come with that though. I'm going to get to that but. They are pledging 100 in humanitarian aid. See, they say more than 3.5 million people have fled Russia since invaded by the Ukraine folk. Fleeing Russia since they invaded Ukraine. Got it all messed up, didn't it? And they said the reason they want to help them out is because it's putting a strain on the neighboring European. Why are you worrying about that? Help people. Yeah, I understand how people go with that. It's to help somebody else. But like I said once before, help your own first. You want to spend billions of dollars and bring extra miles over here to feed in a country that's like, we don't have food on the shelves pretty much at certain places, right? Well. Some Ukrainians have traveled to Mexico to seek U.S. asylum. Getting to that point I was trying to tell you, that but y'all was getting to it. You probably know where I'm going with this. Some of you do. Because some of you are smart. Some of you are lost though. Ukrainians may enter through existing visa avenues and through a relief program known as humanitarian parole. The key word in that is human, which allows people into the country on an emergency basis. Keep that in mind when I get to that but. The senior administration official said the Biden administration said it will focus on Ukrainians with family members in the United States. That's a lot of families here that's Ukraine, 100,000 of them? Wow. Here goes something else. Before the crisis erupted in Ukraine, Biden launched the largest U.S. resettlement effort. Resettlement? Since the Vietnam War, by accepting about 80,000 Afghans. Remember that? Men arriving in mass airlift operators. This when they was like falling off the plane, trains, and all that stuff. We let them come on in. But we still gotta get to that but now. After U.S. troops left Afghanistan following 20 years of war, we're gonna get off of that a little bit about that. What's that? The but is. Do y'all remember when those darker colored people tried to come across the borders?
You gonna eat your cornbread.
From Mexico. Hailing from Haiti. Yeah? You remember that? They took a bulldozer and bulldozed them back. They were like, y'all got to get out of here. Had horses. Looked like they had whips. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Some of you might erase it out of your head like when Roots came out, you know, a lot of people didn't like that. I told somebody the other day that should have been called the Book of Truth, not Roots. Nobody didn't like that. Alright. Why America keeps turning its backs on Haitian migrants. I understand when they say crime. There's criminals in every bunch of group of peoples. There's a criminal there. Promise you. They say the images left many sickened and outraged. Border Patrol agents on horseback hounding the Haitian migrants near the U.S.-Mexico border. More than 14,000 whom were camped under the Del Rio Bridge September 19. The uniformed men swung their long horse reins, which many interpreted as whips, to keep the migrants from crossing into Texas. I'll show you some pictures. Matter of fact, there they go. I'm going to tell you why they say how long ago this is too. Let me see. Haitians have sought asylum at U.S. borders for decades. But every presidential administration since the 1970s has treated Haitians differently than other migrant groups, rejecting asylum claims, holding them longer in detention, and making it harder for them to settle down in safety. Safe haven safety. In the early 1900s, for example, when the United States detained more than 12,000 Haitian refugees at Guantanamo indefinite. Immigration and Naturalization Service denied the vast majority of them asylum. We gotta get to the point of why they say. Okay, here we go. United States inhumane. There's a word in that humane, if you break it all down, is human in there. The United States inhumane treatment of Haitian refugees, whom the country has often cast as criminals, unskilled, diseased, and poor. That's why they want to leave. They poor. They want to go somewhere and try to get ahead. Which they don't know. The United States ain't the place to go. It looks good on TV. Everything you see ain't what you think. I live here. If anybody see this, trust me. This ain't the place. Try to find something else. Try. Go somewhere else. I ain't the one trying to run you off and say, don't come here. Don't come here. Go somewhere else. No, I ain't that. I'm saying, this ain't what you think it is. This ain't the land of the free, the home of the brave. Land of opportunity. The land of opportunity for some. And my Haitian friend, you're not the one. I guarantee you that there was a criminal in that Ukraine group. I guarantee you, that was an unskilled person in that Ukraine group. That was a person with a disease in that group, and I guarantee you, there's a shitload of poor ones in that group. Come on over. And the rest of y'all, we'll send $1 billion that we don't have. You didn't know we got counterfeit money out there, y'all. We can't afford to pay our debtors, whatever the word is, back. Everybody that own a piece of us, but we can continue to shell out billions and billions and billions of dollars, probably trillion. See, they want to get away from that cause bombing, right? So would I. But these folks wanted to get away at this moment because they suffered a magnitude 7.2 earthquake and tropical storm that killed estimated 2,200, with thousands more missing or injured. They know that number went up. The July assassination of President Jovenel Moise worsened violence and instability. Haitians are still reeling from the January 2010 earthquake that affected 3 million people, causing irreparable damage to homes and infrastructure. Gangs have since risen in power, leading many Haitians to live in fear for their lives and families. Ain't that the same damn thing? I'm not going to read no more of this. It makes no sense to read it. You know what I'm saying? But this is not the place to be. If you look out my yard, yeah, my grass may be green. But my flag is black. I have a black U.S. flag out there. And it has no racial power behind it. It's for me. You get what you get for you, but that's for me. It's not the place to be, y'all. I mean, we have some freedom going on. I ain't gonna deny it. There is freedom here, but it's not the free you think it is. You're not 100 teetotally free. There's a lot you have to answer to. There's a lot you can't do. You could go all the way down to the simplest. Simple. All I wanted was my fence up. I didn't ask. So they like, nope, you didn't ask, and then they do it the way we wanted you to do it. So therefore, you must take it down and buy a whole new one. Yeah, spend your monies. The other stuff you bought, oh, null and void. Yeah. So, is it fair or unfair? Even the trolls can answer on this. Even the trolls. Come on. I want to hear from all. What do you think? Even the militaries. Military trolls, to be exact, too. Even the pro, whatever you are. I like to hear it. What do you think? Equal opportunity.